Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Well, young lady, I've decided to move one of these gaboons out, and it happens to be the female. She's laying in front here. I've decided to separate them because the female is quite explosive in her desire to feed, and it is not uncommon for her to whack the glass, and you know, each of them are reacting to the other, and I'm afraid that one of them will get whacked in a bad way, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Come here, Pink. Need I say any more?
Did she get hit? Or
No,
you get hit? No?
I don't see anything. Oh, I do see blood.
Uh-oh. Where we going? Oh. Poor thing.
Well, she's in a remarkably, not, you know, pissed off at the moment.
Just curious, mostly.
Alright.
Some minor hissing.
Here you go. Well, that's exactly why, for no reason whatsoever, the male came forward and stuck her. Fortunately, that's in the hind rear quarters. There aren't a whole lot, and that doesn't seem to be a big deal. But she took it in the head one time from the male, so it's, you know, they're not such placid creatures. So.
And she's much too pretty to lose, and very sweet.
Except for her bad feeding response.
Mm.
So that's going to be her quarters until a few years pass and she's a little bit older and of breeding age, so she can go in there and hide and relax. Let me go over and check the cage. That was rude. Elvis emerged. Hi, Elvis. How you doing, bud? You went through your opaque, huh? Is that what the deal is, bud? How you doing? Huh? You don't want to be messing with me. I don't have any food, but I can give you something to eat. Hi. Say hello. Hello. What are you doing? You don't want any food. Would you like some? Miss Elvis.
looks like you're scratching an itch. She had her horns and was scratching herself. Does that feel better? Huh?
She's like, okay, new cage, time to take a big dump.
No doubt. There's that rectilinear motion.
She doesn't seem to be too bothered by her bite on the butt.
Nope.
And since she's already taken a bite on the head, I would imagine that there shouldn't be any problem dealing with the venom in the ass end. I told the boy it was very rude to do that. It's about the most motion you get out of a gaboon.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty rare to catch them out and about, so this is really nice.
I think she sort of figures, well, you moved me over here so they know where I am. So moving is not going to be a problem. Go back up, I'll open this and... all sorts of new things to taste.
check it all out. Find the right spot to poop. And then it'll be home. The pupils are back to a normal size.
It's about the most I've seen her use her tongue in a long time.
Mm-hmm. See that? I went into the cage and the pupils got big again. And she's just gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a pretty specimen. That's why I've held on to her. Yeah, it looks like she's gonna settle in there.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, the watering hole's there, so all the little animals have to come to the watering hole so I can snap at them as they go by.
They do just fine without arms and legs.
I made the substrate a bit deep so she can adjust it to her liking. It's funny, I think most of them actually like to get down to the bare plastic because it's a nice smooth surface on their bottom that they're laying for quite some time. Don't you go wrecking my plant now. That's what those heavy-bodied vipers usually do is, you know, a Tory just absolutely flattened the tree that was in her place and there was no hope for it.
Eyes never off of us. Yep, she's found her spot.
forcing the substrate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn tree, I can't move it.
She's like a big old bulldozer pushing it back there.
Piling up the substrate.
Mm-hmm.
Now all I need is a pillow. Imagine the nervous system that has the ability to control all those muscles and get them to do what we take for granted with our fingers and hands. Just doing the hoochie coochie back there to sink into the substrate, sweep it from side to side. Now the upper body. I think she's come up against the base of the tree, which is sort of unmovable. You happy yet, huh?
I have to say she seems to approve of her new home and has certainly made herself at home.
Considering she was nipped on her departure, it's like, get out of here, bitch. I was more worried about her biting him than the other way around. I think he scored 2 on her, and she's nailed him none. So at least now, for now, she'll be safe without any chance of getting bit. Excuse me while I intrude into your space. There. Does that work a little bit better for you? Who told you to move that furniture? Typical man.
Always trying to fix things.
Okay. Well, rest and get relaxed, and we're going to move on to our next moving task for the evening, because I've got to move on to feeding tasks.